So, I don't know where to start.
Do we even do an intro? We don't even need to do an intro.
I don't know how to start.
My God, I cannot believe this. My God.
I can't explain. Listen, I'm speechless. Okay.
So that means they're following the same trend they've been following. And I guess Otis was the only babyface they really had that would have worked. I mean, Aleister Black would have worked, but
would have worked perfectly, except he doesn't need it. We would like to see him with it, but he doesn't need it.
who else could there have been?
Rey Mysterio. Give him one final hurrah. You know? That would have been better than Otis.
Yeah, people would have complained that save it for the younger guys, yeah, you know?
True. But not Otis!
Well, I do give you points because Otis did break a ladder again, too.
No, I'm not giving you points for that, heck you. But so, anyway, of course, Money in the Bank, it's not just, the card, or it's not just that match. Let's go through the entire card. The first match that was on the card for this year's Money in the Bank, it was the, it was the Fatal 4-Way.
First of all, don't know why should have been triple threat. Don't know why Lucha House Party got shot.
Just, the reason why Lucha House Party was in there was so they can take the pinfall.
I guess. I mean, Miz and Morrison could have taken the pinfall. They're already buried.
True. See that match? It wasn't bad. It was. I feel like there could have been a lot more in that match.
I think the brand split does not need to end, but the tag team division needs to be merged because
I can agree to that.
Raw has a good,
decent. It's not bad, not good.
Raw and SmackDown needs it decently. They don't have. Same with the women's division. That the one branch should get the tag titles, the other branch should get the women's division.
Yes. So anyway, tag team title match, New Day retain, pinning Lucha House Party. Am I mad about that? No.
I don't care anymore. I'm at the point where they're going to keep pushing New Day when others deserve it, so I don't care anymore. I'm not upset about it.
Me neither.
I understand why they do it, and I understand. I guess they're company shows. I guess Vince sees something in them. I don't know. I'll never understand it, but I guess it makes sense in a way.
I guess, yeah. But
I really think that Miz and Morrison should have had a longer reign than they did.
I agree.
I really like the Forgotten Sons of NXT, but I know they're gonna get underutilized because
Vince doesn't like pushing talent that we like. And see, the thing with Money in the Bank, it was a good show until we all found the ending.
It was I didn't really think it was that great of a show, honestly. I thought it could have been better. I think the best match tonight was definitely McIntyre Rollins.
I can agree to that. That was a great match. But anyway, next match on the card. Sorry. Next match on the card. It was Bailey versus Tamina. Now, of course, me as a just that match should be on a SmackDown, not on a pay-per-view.
Well, you know what they're... Well, I mean, I feel bad because she has to defend her title, but SmackDown... The only point they have for SmackDown will logistically work. Maybe Naomi, but I'm not too sure about it. They would either have... There's one or two things. Either A, Sasha turns on Bailey, or Bailey turns on Sasha when they makes the turn, and they have the title feud. The singles match we've all wanted on a big main stage. Or B, the other option that I'm not such a fan of, but I understand what they do it. They give the belt to Lacey.
Oh no. Do not give the belt to Lacey.
And if you watch our Stomping Grounds podcast, you know exactly how I feel about Lacey Evans.
Stomping Ground? Oh yeah. I remember that. And
I don't know. I don't know what they're trying to do with Bailey. I don't know why Bailey's all of a sudden... I think her title reign's definitely getting stale at this point.
yeah. I can agree to that. But
I think it needs some changes.
if that title for title feud can happen, that would be, I think, the best for...
Title for title feud, you mean Becky and Bailey?
No. If you can get that, if you can get that, Sasha, excuse me, that Sasha
Bailey.
Yeah, sorry, I'm just still just stunned.
Yeah, we all are.
And so that match, that was the just if you need to get food, order it. If you need to go to the bathroom, go. It was just that type of match, in my opinion.
Yep. Notice how we did not have a Raw Women's Championship match?
Yeah, notice how we didn't have a Raw Tag Team Championship match on the card. Notice how we didn't have an Intercontinental Championship match on the card.
United States Championship match on the card.
We didn't have nothing on the card except for that, I guess. And
the next pay-per-view is Backlash. Don't know why they're doing that, but...
Me neither. But anyway, Bailey ends up beating Tamina. Thank gosh. I mean, I don't really care for Tamina at all. WWE dropped the ball with her a long time ago. And of course, I think that match was just a waste of my time. Honestly, I did not care for it whatsoever.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's been better. Now, the next match on the card, however, Strowman and Bray Wyatt.
Okay, that match was weird.
Which is usually a weird match, cause it's.
Yes.
I'm over the cinematic stuff. I'll be honest, I'm over the cinematic stuff. It worked well with the Boneyard match. It worked well with the Firefly Funhouse match. But enough is enough.
Yeah, I agree. I can agree to that. So, anyway, if I'm gonna be honest, if this was Fiend Bray Wyatt, of course we don't want the Fiend buried anymore.
Well, Goldberg pretty much sold that, and it wasn't even through these hands. I want to put the faith in Vince that he would have put Goldberg over if Goldberg didn't use his creative control.
Yep. Just gotta think that way. But anyway, I was interested in this match, but when I heard that it was that Bray Wyatt, I was kind of upset.
I just got a message from Schmoder that said Dalton missed a match. Truth versus Lashley, just saying.
Nobody cares about that match. Listen.
Yeah.
What is there to review about that?
He just sent me a message. He just sent me a message on PlayStation and said he missed that. It means he's watching the stream. That's hilarious.
Yes, he is watching the stream.
Oh, we love Schroeder.
So anyway, R-Truth versus freaking Bobby Lashley. Waste of my time once again. Well, I don't know why R-Truth was on the card.
I don't know why R-Truth is still employed. That's just me.
I don't know why you can make fun of R-Truth like that. But anyway, it's so back to I hope they do the title hunt with R-Truth.
Nice meter.
Thank you. And I hope that he pins Tom Brady, as he said in the interview. He said he's going to sack Tom Brady and get his baby back. Newsflash, R-Truth, if you're going to be on the card, please make sure you say the right name. But anyway, next match, it was just... I kind of enjoyed it until the fact that
you know it was part of the joke though with him. You know it was part of the joke, but the gimmick just isn't funny.
Yes.
I'll be honest, the joke is not funny.
No custom attires. My bad. But it's just the fact that I mean, I'm down. I like Braun Strowman. I don't hate Braun Strowman, but it's just it's been too long of a wait for the title run for Braun Strowman, and he just needs one. I think that win over Bray Wyatt tonight, I think he needed it for his character, but they did this feud way too early. There should have been somebody else, to help Strowman be the champion and have this feud later. Because next we're gonna get Strowman Fiend. And what's going to happen then? Fiend's going to take the title probably, and that's way too early for Strowman. But anyway, there was a moment in the match where Strowman put on the old Wyatt family black sheep mask.
It was a cool aesthetic for like the younger fans like me that's the part of their wrestling career, wrestling watching career. And I thought that was kind of cool, but like you knew what it really was.
It was a great callback, but it's just we didn't need it. I don't feel like WWE doesn't need that.
I can't hate on it though because it's like the best they can do with no crowd.
Yeah, I can agree to that.
At least, I mean, I hate Otis, but at least it's not Brock Lesnar. I might as well have Brock Lesnar because Brock Lesnar can make himself look credible, can actually boost ratings. Otis is just fat and stupid and useless.
Yeah, I guess. Poor Otis, dude.
Heck, Otis, he sucks.
So anyway, that match was pretty good, but wasn't really good. It wasn't perfect. Now, I think was match of the night. The next match on the card was the WWE Championship match. Drew McIntyre versus Seth Rollins.
Monday Night Messiah. I'm getting that shirt.
I want that shirt as well. I'm behind Seth Rollins 100%, guys. I love this Monday Night Messiah gimmick.
I'm not. Too much of a shield to me.
And this match was match of the night, honestly. I feel like they put everything into that match. Of course, Drew McIntyre came out on top. We all expected that because he just won the title at Mania.
Yeah, but I mean, what else would happen though? I mean,
Yeah,
I mean,
true.
okay,
And then I think the quote unquote. I mean, I seriously think that Drew McIntyre proved himself tonight in that match.
Yeah.
In that show of respect afterward. He put on a good match. Okay.
Yeah.
I was expecting. That's pretty much the match I was expecting with these two. Seth Rollins can work really well if WWE gives him the chance. And Drew McIntyre just proved tonight that he can go. He can go the distance. And Drew McIntyre came out on top, rightfully so. And
but I'll be honest, the match was a little, I don't know. I'll also do one thing. I'm just not used to Smojo on commentary, but I don't. Is he done wrestling or what's going on?
I have no clue. So, speaking of what's going on, what's happening with Bray Wyatt there, boys?
But I mean, the rumors don't mean anything because people were saying Sheamus was retiring and training to be a referee, but that was just for a movie.
True. So anyway, the whole reason why we're making this video, the final match on the card, the Money in the Bank ladder match, where they started on the ground floor in WWE headquarters, and they had to go all the way up to the top, to the roof, to grab the briefcase.
I'm disappointed nobody fell off a roof.
Yeah, me too. And the fact, it's just, okay. So, who was in the Money in the Bank ladder match? We had some good people. Rey Mysterio, AJ Styles.
They could have given it to Daniel Bryan.
They could have gave it to Daniel Bryan. I wouldn't be mad if they gave it to Daniel Bryan. Sure, he doesn't need it, but imagine him cashing in and getting that pop once the fans come back.
I suppose.
But they had to give it to Otis, I guess. No, we'll get to that in a minute. The women's Money in the Bank ladder match, of course, happened same time as the men's. And
which is weird.
Yeah, I agree with that. It should have been so they both can start whatever. But anyway, I'm not mad with Asuka winning. Don't get me wrong. I'm not mad.
I think she's annoying. I wish she'd learn how to shut up.
I wish WWE wouldn't give her a mic. She doesn't need a mic. Remember when she was in NXT?
I didn't like
that was probably the best Asuka.
You're talking to the wrong guy. I didn't like her in NXT either.
But it's better than what she's doing now. Sure, she could be boring in the ring sometimes. But she's being underutilized. And ever since she's been a Kabuki warrior, she hasn't gotten the correct recognition, I guess is what you could say.
You want to call it that? I mean, I don't know. I mean...
Personally, I would have loved to see...
I think her first WrestleMania, her losing to Charlotte was just an insult. But you know, it's okay.
That's what buried the character right then and there.
This is a Charlotte fan. Imagine if Charlotte was Women's Money in the Bank.
That'd be freaking... Oh, dude, that'd be bad. She hasn't won one yet, though, I don't think. Yeah, she hasn't.
No. She won a Royal Rumble, she's main event WrestleMania.
She's done everything. But anyway, personally, I would have loved to see the briefcase on, trying to think who was in the match and who I would like mostly to win.
Nobody really good. Dana Brooke.
Dana Brooke, I mean, if you want to have a Cinderella story, I can see.
Absolutely not. I think Dana Brooke is awful. You know how I feel about. She blocked me on Twitter, by the way.
She blocked you on Twitter.
Yes, we've been over this.
I've never heard this before.
God, this is turning into a why I hate Dana Brooke story.
So, personally, I would have loved to see it on. Definitely not Carmella. If they would have gave it to Nia Jax, I would have been fine.
Why?
Except, it should have been given to Shayna Baszler.
No.
They have buried her on the main roster.
She's terrible. They're all bad. Baszler's boring.
Of all the people in the match who I'd like to see win the briefcase, she's up there.
Nobody should have won it. They shouldn't even had Women's Money in the Bank this year.
If they would have had, I would love to see just somebody else freaking. If they had more people in there, like different people, it would have been good. But Asuka winning, I'm not pissed. Rightfully deserved, if you want to say.
Yeah, I suppose. I mean, they did the best what they could do.
Yeah. And then on the men's side, holy crap. Holy crap. I yelled. I'm sure Trey secretly had a heart attack. It just doesn't show it.
Things were thrown. Things were thrown.
Things were thrown. And just why Otis? See, Cody in the comments said why. We don't know why. They wasted their chance. I would have loved to see a Rey Mysterio redemption storyline.
I mean, it would have been cool.
Even if it went to Aleister Black, I would have been fine with that.
I think that's the best choice they could have had.
I can agree to that.
AJ Styles, he suffered a loss Undertaker. That could have helped boost him up.
Boost him back up, yeah.
Dana Bryan, heck, even Baron Corbin, who, even though we despise him, he has a good heel run. He could do wonders with it.
He could, yes.
Anybody but Otis, dude. Anybody but Otis. They picked the absolute. They had so many good choices, and they had one bad choice. They had to pick the one bad choice.
We would have been fine with anything else, WWE.
But you have to pick Otis because you hate us.
Yep.
It's like, man.
And it just makes me upset. Because, think about it. Heavy Machinery got called up to the main roster, what, less than 6 months ago?
No, they got called up to the main roster last year.
Late last year, though.
No, they showed up in January. They started actually doing stuff.
They really? I'm behind then. I'm thinking somebody else.
January 2019, they showed up on a moment of...
Oh, we don't... I'm talking about their SmackDown run. When they first debuted. Or not, when they full-on went.
About a year. About a year.
In a year, they went from underutilized on the... NXT roster.
They went from chasing titles to chasing peaches. God.
Exactly. And what's Tucker gonna do now? The only thing I can think of is if Tucker's the hacker. But that's not gonna happen.
Why would Tucker be the hacker? It wouldn't make any sense.
It wouldn't.
It's probably Sonya Deville.
That'd be a waste.
I suppose.
But just Otis winning, it makes me mad. Sure, it makes everybody else mad. Just... Because that means... Think about it. Otis is going to get a main event push. We're going to see Otis versus Drew McIntyre. We're going to see Otis versus Braun Strowman.
Oh my God.
You can't make this up. This is like bad booking.
I bet the Fiend will cash in, the Fiend will win, then Otis will. Or the Fiend will win, then... my God, if they bury the Fiending by having Otis... Oh
my God! If the Fiend puts Otis over, I will stop watching wrestling. I'm making this statement right here, right now. If Otis buries the freaking Fiend. If the Fiend gets buried again, but by Otis, I'm not watching wrestling. I'm gonna stop.
WWE. You'll still watch You still watch AEW.
Yes, I will. But just the fact that Otis. Sure, I'm behind the guy who's not behind him, but now he's got a rocket strapped to his back, and he'll probably make the rocket collapse because he's fat.
Crotch rocket, more like, but alright.
Just makes me sick. Why is he getting a main event push and not Aleister Black? Is AJ Styles just returned? What's he gonna do? Now AJ Styles is back in the mid card. Now he has to build himself up again.
Yeah, I think AJ Styles is close to retirement anyway.
I agree. Just, it makes me sick that Otis is the guy. He's the new guy.
Hey, he is the new guy.
Just makes the new fat tubblard.
Yeah.
It just makes me sad. It makes me sick, makes me sad, makes me want to vomit on Otis's fat rolls.
I hate Otis.
If he gets a main event push and not... Just think of what WWE's doing with... Okay, I can't say anything about Ricochet because I kind of like the tag team idea with him and Cedric Alexander.
What, you mean Bad Boys for Life? God, give me a break.
Bad Boys for Life. But Otis is just... He needs to get off my screen. What's the point?
Really? Man, now you finally understand how I feel. You give me crap about Otis always being shut down in the throats, and you always thought it was hilarious, and now you know how I feel. Now you know exactly how I feel about Otis. This is how I felt months ago. No.
And I feel like this isn't the end.
No, definitely not.
But Otis is Asuka and Otis are Mr. and Mrs. Money in the Bank. And the show overall, it was okay. Wasn't a great show, wasn't a bad show. Honestly, I expected more appearances and more, what's the word? Brawling, I guess. From the fight at Corporate Towers or whatever.
Titan Tower!
Titan Towers, that's what it's called, excuse me. It just makes me sick, dude, that Otis is freaking... So, anyway, thank you guys for tuning into this little short podcast.
Hellhole. God almighty.
Please put this in the comments if you get the chance. So I can remind myself if Otis gets or if the Fiend puts Otis over, I'm gonna stop watching WWE. I'll go on a hiatus. But thank you guys for watching this broadcast. I appreciate everything you guys have been doing. Keep subbing, keep liking.
We love our fans. Sorry we weren't so enthusiastic about the show. What just happened basically killed
we're
every
just
inch of brain
upset.
cells. Quarantine has killed our brain cells, and whatever left we had, Otis killed them. So, yep. This past
We'll hope we had Otis had to ruin it. I had hoped that we could have had a redemption storyline with Rey Mysterio, or AJ Styles being the briefcase holder, but Otis had to ruin everything.
I would have been fine with Daniel Bryan.
I would have been perfectly.
So I would have been just fine with Baron Corbin. Any moment, Otis.
So place your mood on how you think this show went. Trey, here's mine. I give the show an edge.
An edge?
I give it an edge.
An edge, I don't get it.
Look at your screen, stupid. I give it an edge. Edge face.
Oh, you give it an edge.
I gave it an edge face. What are you giving it?
This is what my face looked like after Otis won the championship, won Money in the Bank.
Ah! He gives it a Shinsuke. I give it an edge. All right, thank you guys for watching this little podcast that we had. Expect more.
Yeah, I expect a
in
lot
the
more
future,
content coming soon, especially the Fantasy League series.
Oh yeah,
I'm draft and the rosters were dropped. Boy, everyone has the roster set.
We have the roster set. I'll catch you guys up whenever I get the chance. Hopefully it's soon. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. Keep doing what you guys do. You guys have just been awesome. So I hope you enjoyed Money in the Bank. Hope you enjoyed this live stream.